Refresh. Can you... Yeah. Live? We're back? Excellent. Well, this has been an ongoing theme for the past few months. These incredible animals. Dermachelys coriacea, the leather... Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary Exploration Center. Utah, okay. Yeah. Would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
I'm Lisa Utah, and I work with Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. We're part of NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
Nice. Yeah. Excellent. So this is an incredible facility, and I'm so excited to show you around. Lisa very graciously agreed to let us come in here while they're closed today. I was not expecting this. This is extra special treats. You're getting a VIP tour today. Really awesome.
Yeah, we have the entire facility, all 20,000 square feet of space up for us just to wander around today and
fantastic,
try out some of the exhibits.
Yeah, and I know you've got stuff to do later today too. So how much time are we looking at here? It's like 2:15 right now?
Let's roll and see where we get.
All right, excellent. Yeah. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look.
Yeah.
Oh, but before I do that, let me just say we're here in Santa Cruz, California. That is the Pacific Ocean out there. That is Monterey Bay. So just south of us, that's the Monterey Bay Aquarium, and that's where I was doing that live stream with Scott Benson at the end of December. And Scott is a colleague of Lisa's.
Yeah.
Scott recently retired from NOAA.
Yeah, he sure
did.
Yeah. We're looking here. If you can look out here on the bay, you'll notice that there is a pier or a wharf that extends all the way out. Mm-hmm. That is the furthest you can get out into the water and the ocean in the California coast.
Nice. Okay.
Actually, in the west coast of the United States. It is the longest pier. It's a half a mile out.
Oh, wow.
And, well, actually, the storms recently, last year, took out part of the pier, so it's not quite half a mile anymore. But what you'll see out there is that this is a wonderful platform. One of the things we do at Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary is get people into the sanctuary. Yeah. And this is a way that we can access the sanctuary.
This is so cool.
And
it's
then, and you can
right
see
here on our doorstep. Just amazing.
Just steps away from the Exploration Center.
Yeah.
And here's the Exploration Center. This center was opened in 2012 after about 10 years of design and development, and you can see here that the Exploration Center, architecturally, the building's done really well. It's really served us well as a portal to this place offshore. And I'll tell you more about the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary, but really it was designed and built so that we could draw visitors in. And the cool part is that you can't see it, but right around the corner here is the Seaside Company boardwalk.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the boardwalk is amusement rides.
Yeah.
It's,
I remember the commercials from when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest boardwalks where there are, there's a drop and there's roller coasters.
Yeah.
And the neat thing about it is that there are 2 million plus visitors that come to the wharf. Yeah. And so that's why we put the Exploration Center here.
Gotcha, yeah. In order to be able to teach people about this incredible marine sanctuary.
Let's go take a deep dive.
Awesome.
Yeah. You can see in here, let's go ahead and take a look at...
Get our bearings.
As Danny said, we're in Santa Cruz. This is Monterey Bay, Moss Landing, Monterey, and Pacific Grove.
Right.
And so we're here on the west coast of California. I would say that this is the center of the universe in terms of marine biodiversity.
I would agree, yeah.
Marine research, marine education. We have such an incredible part. We have such an incredible part in this. as NOAA and Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. So sanctuaries are really, really special. They are actually areas across the United States, all the way to the Hawaiian Islands.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And north to Papahanau, Mokuakea, as well as the heritage site that was designated, and even Samoa. And we go all the way across the United States up to the East Coast and the Great Lakes.
Gotcha. So these are different marine sanctuaries that are
Yes,
on the
all
screen.
the
Okay.
round dots are sanctuaries,
Gotcha.
and are sanctuaries that have been designated.
Okay.
So all sanctuaries, they're federal marine protected areas,
Gotcha.
and they can be nominated by an individual like you, or they can be nominated
Yeah.
by a community, and all of these have been designated for either ecological, cultural significance.
Right.
So, for instance, some of our sanctuaries, like Monitor, are about 60 feet offshore in Moss Landing, California.
That's where the canyon starts?
The canyon starts, and it's a submarine canyon
It's so close to shore.
that drops off precipitously to about 3,000 meters or so
Right.
offshore. You can see we kind of look like a pregnant person right here.
Right, yeah.
On average, you've got, about 20 to 30 miles offshore. You can see where Greater Farallones National Marine Sanctuary, Farallon Islands,
Right, yeah.
are
I got to visit the
located.
Faroe Islands back in November. Got to take a Oceanic Society trip. It was
yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, those are incredible
Yeah.
trips. Did you see any great whites?
No, we saw boats where they were looking for them, and they actually put people down into a shark cage in the water.
Oh,
but I don't think we didn't see any fins or anything. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of the regulations we have is no feeding the sharks.
Right, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Right? They might be diving in cages, but in the old days, they used to actually feed the sharks.
Right,
And-
yeah. And that'll disrupt their natural behaviors. It's not a great idea.
Yeah, and we now, Monterey Bay, has a suite of regulations. And not to bore you, but the
important stuff.
regulations were the impetus here, started in Santa Cruz.
Right.
Because they wanted to prevent offshore oil drilling.
Right.
And if there was an oil spill, they would have, of course, there would have been real consequences to
yeah.
some of the marine mammals that were here.
And
So-
the leatherback turtles as well. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also have other regulations for planes that are flying over. What you're hearing is the train.
Right, yeah.
There is a train that comes here to the Felton, and you can ride the train all the way here. And
Very
back.
cool. Yeah.
One of the interesting things is that with our regulations, and I should not neglect to point out the Davidson Seamount. This is our underwater extinct volcano.
Interesting. Very cool. Yeah.
And it is an area where we do a lot of research, and that research has made incredible discoveries. We've had
Okay.
and that discovery, it was huge news because no one had known they were ever there.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
a lot of seamounts are known for aggregating animals, including marine mammals,
Sure, yeah.
and fishes, and octopus. It turned in the last 15 years
Very cool.
that has brought us, to a place where we have been doing research out here and assessing the populations. So
Right.
ecologically super significant.
Awesome. Thank you for highlighting that.
Yeah.
Is that your area of expertise? Is this your field area?
This is that this is within the borders of Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary.
Oh, gotcha. So it's non-contiguous.
Yes, and
yeah,
it was
okay.
added later.
Nice,
But we
okay.
can't forget there are hundreds of seamounts
Right. Yeah.
which are considered to be extinct volcanoes off the coast. We're in a very active area.
Yeah, yeah. Which makes a lot of sense. I mean, I see the San Andreas Fault right here. A little bit of geology. This is where we've got like a plate margin. So you've got the Pacific plate and the Juan de Fuca plate, and they're subducting underneath the North American plate.
They're doing this, right?
Yeah, yeah. So, and then you've got this plate moving south. That's why this is such a tectonically active area. We got earthquakes, and also the coast ranges here are because that oceanic plate is plunging underneath the continental plates, and as they plunge into the mantle, they generate a lot of heat, and that's what brings up these mountains here. So.
And have you been feeling the earthquakes lately?
Yeah, we had a few just last week.
Yeah. We are just a very tectonically active area.
Yep.
And depending on who you're talking to, the geologist or the biologist, you can say that this is just as much of a geological diverse area as a biologically diverse area.
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
I can show you some of the stories we tell here.
Oh, very cool.
About that.
Yeah.
Where I did my research.
Yeah, yeah.
I did my research right there.
Right there. Okay.
As a graduate student. I studied gelatinous midwater organisms that were below 200 meters and above the bottom of the
benthos.
seafloor of the benthos. This is the largest habitat on Earth. We're talking this 3 at it.
Yeah.
You can see the bathymetry and that canyon, I mean, below 200 meters and above the bottom, and do that for the entire world.
Right.
71% of the Earth is water. Yeah. So the mid-water, that three-dimensional environment where there's no walls and animals are floating around, one of the least explored environments in the world, and one of the least studied. And so one of the things that we're so fortunate here in Monterey Bay is that we can just get out on a ship, and I could be within 45 minutes to Research Institute, ROV.
Right.
At that time, 1,000 meters was the tether.
Okay. Wow.
And as you go down, snow.
Yeah, that marine. Fantastic. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Is so cool.
And all this plankton is up at the surface reproducing, and it floats down.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you that's a really important thing, because that is one of the most incredible reasons why we are so productive here.
Right.
And why we have such huge biodiversity.
Oh, very special place. I hope we're getting that point across.
Yes. You can love it. Study, get over the concept of a near shore deep environment here in California.
Yeah, very, very cool. Wow. Okay, excellent. So we've got some really good. Yeah, what do you want to take a look at next?
Yeah, let's
I recognize this this artist's work here.
Yeah.
Anybody recognize?
But really inviting. We use a lot of Ray Troll's artwork. You'll see it throughout our exhibits here. One of the goals here at the Exploration Center was to blend art and science. I always tell people that from the get-go, we wanted not just to do STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. We wanted to do STEAM.
Put some art in there, yeah.
And so putting the art in there and telling our stories through art.
Right.
This project was a collaboration with NOAA the National Park Service, and Ray Troll, the artist.
Excellent.
And what the sanctuary, Monterey Bay Sanctuary, did was we together conceptualized this exhibit.
Right.
As you know, salmon are in dire straits in most of California.
They really are, yeah.
And so we developed a
This
timeline.
is so
Salmon in California. And you'll see here it's a combination of things. Dams being built, agricultural runoff.
Right.
One of the challenges is being that salmon, they're a key part of that food web. Other animals.
Yeah, well, I see a kingfisher right there. Yeah.
And you can see that also anything we do on land ends up in the ocean. You can see right here, we have a storm drain. And
I'm sure kids love this.
Kids love to climb in this. And we created a video which shows how everything that you do at home can end up on your streets. And when you have those big rains, it can run off into your storm drains. So we really ask that people are aware of the kind of chemicals they're using to wash their cars, in their gardens. I don't care if you live in Kansas. I don't care if you live in the middle of India. All watersheds lead to the ocean.
Yeah.
And this was our way of demonstrating that. Do you know what year this car is?
Oh, I'm going to say sometime in the 60s, but I see a Chevy Volt in front of it there.
Oh, that's the combination of the new electric car,
the past and the future,
and the present. That was at the time we were trying to show how much gas this car used. 13 miles per gallon. This is at that time, I think it was 35 or so miles for a Chevy Volt.
Right. I got 42 miles to the gallon coming down here from Oakland this morning, so I feel pretty good about that. My Prius,
Yeah. Anyway, the message is that the water runs down, and salmon are not any less vulnerable to the kinds of things that we as humans are putting into the environment. No, California's been in a drought situation for years. And so one of the most important things you can do at home is conserve on water. And how you do that is through just making sure you wash full loads, make sure that you don't leave the water running when you're brushing your teeth. Try to take short showers. I have a really hard time with that one.
I do too, but it's worth it if you can pull it off.
And they're just to know that an hour is 2.5 gallons per minute, because if salmon are anadromous, they go from the freshwater creeks and streams and lakes all the way to the ocean to here in our sanctuary. And we've certainly seen several declines in the last few years. I can show you.
I love this right there. It's their water too. Important to remember.
This exhibit I should just mention is all about the connection of people and salmon, because they're culturally significant. They're important to our commercial fisheries. They're important to recreational fishing. This gets me, we as sanctuaries do what is called ecosystem protection. So we're not just looking at one species of otter.
Or we're not just looking at leatherback turtles. It's all connected.
We're getting there, though. We'll be talking about
of course,
soon. But
I'm too eager.
But I am too. They're one of my favorite organisms, even though they have a backbone. I was an invertebrate biologist. But so one of the cool things is that with the salmon and the kind of research and education protection we do at the sanctuaries is a holistic approach. So we're looking at the science as a basis to telling our stories, as well as science being the basis to how we maybe caring for the ocean
Right.
in our resource protection. So it's a
Yeah.
combination of regulations, but when you're doing ecosystem protection, particularly the salmon's a good example,
Right.
they have to do the science to study the life history of a salmon.
Exactly, yeah.
And by knowing the life history of a salmon, you can make decisions.
Right.
Or if you're out there doing the research to monitor the larvae salmon,
Right.
and you know that it's going to be a low year in terms of the larval salmon,
Yeah.
or larval rockfish, I should say, you can make decisions and regulations based on science.
Right. That makes sense.
And that is really what NOAA does.
Sure. Providing data so we're not flying blind when we're making decisions about things. Yeah.
It's not just, making decisions for decision's sake.
Right. Yeah, it's not arbitrary. It's based on real data about what's really going on. That's critically important. Uh-huh.
Sanctuary. It should show you.
Well, this is neat. This is like the Sacramento Delta up here, right?
Right.
Yeah,
To
okay.
orient you. Here we are in Santa Cruz.
Yeah. What is this going along here, I wonder? Kind of, is that through this?
That's just a watershed boundary.
Oh,
so these
I
are
see. Then this shape flows into San Francisco Bay.
correct.
Gotcha.
And so we
Okay.
cut it up more, but there were only 15 or 16 watersheds, large watersheds.
Right, yeah.
Defined.
So these are just the major ones here.
Yeah, and
This is really cool.
here, this can show you a little bit. This
neat.
is the historical extent
Right.
of salmon, the yellow, and this is the current day.
So they
this
used to be able to swim much further upstream than they can
Yes.
today. Yeah. Oh, wow. And that's largely because of dams and maybe water level
water
dropping
levels,
because...
droughts.
Yeah.
So,
If we're using too much water upstream, then the stream doesn't go as far up.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Important.
Yeah.
At one point with this exhibit, you guys will have to come see it, but it's so great. It lights up it just is beautiful art.
This is really cool. This is really cool. I'm so used to going to museums and like all the stuff is broken, so it's really nice to
Well,
see everything working here for the most part. Yeah.
The big brains, initially we put in
Yeah.
a huge system called a crestron.
Oh, okay. Some people in chat probably know about that. Yeah.
For you computer people.
We're gonna have a lot in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, we were deciding whether or not to have one single, computer brain, I want to call it.
Sure.
We ended up separating and having individual ones.
For some extra redundancy.
If this broke,
Yeah.
that wouldn't break. So yeah, it was
Smart.
a really good,
Yeah.
smart. We had very good designers
Nice.
and engineers in the whole architecture of this building.
It's impressive. It really is. Yeah. And if you have any questions in the chat too, let me know. We've got 139 people watching right now. I'm sure that number's going to go up. But yeah, excellent.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Some of my most favorite exhibits are the most simple ones. And if you
Oh, very
look
hands-on.
at
This
this,
is so cool.
you will see even adult child, come up to this exhibit
Right.
and just get mesmerized. And if you think about it, waves are the closest thing we have to infinity, right? That just go forever. They never stop, right?
Very cool.
The water coming to the shore.
And it's one of those things we take for granted so often, but when
Yeah.
you stop and think about it, and fluid dynamics that's like a really active field of study in physics, and
Right.
there's still a lot that we don't understand about that.
Yeah, wave machines aren't unusual in the world.
Right.
But even more importantly, my good friend and colleague Jay Nichols, he wrote a book. He has since passed. And Jay wrote a book called The Blue Mind.
The Blue Mind.
And he had looked at
check that out.
neurobiology of the brain
Uh-huh.
when you are on or in or near water.
Uh-huh.
And that it is definitely a big dopamine serotonin hit.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
that if the ocean and water, bodies of water,
Yeah.
are good for everyone emotionally.
Right, yeah.
You should get out and walk on the water all the time.
Right. There's a phrase online that's popular on Twitch telling people, like, go touch grass. You know, like, go outside. Maybe go feel a wave, you know? Same kind of thing. I like that a lot. Yeah. That's really cool.
The people that come to the Exploration Center are maybe going to the beach for that day.
Right, yeah.
It's our opportunity here at the center to wrangle them and to get them educated about what's under the water.
Right.
I always say if you're up on that big drop ride and you're looking down, you're just seeing the surface of such a vast area. But this is
so
by
cool.
our water. Maybe you would really like this.
There we go, grain sizes. Yeah, and different
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
I have sand from all over the world. Hopefully most I've picked up myself, but I've also had people go to far places and I said, please, please, please pick up for me some sand.
Relatively inexpensive souvenir, but maybe a little heavy.
Right. Game.
This is so cool.
To match, because if you look really closely, you can see this is mudstone.
Right, yeah.
And then we have Carmel Beach, which is sourced, say 70 to 90.
Put it in the Cretaceous.
And this is, got these all in the wrong spot. Anyway, kids like to match them up.
That's really cool.
And you can see, if Capitola, the sandstone is there, but it goes. Yeah.
Very cool. So I'd put it what, an Eocene or Oligocene epoch of the Cenozoic era? I don't know. I'm a dinosaur paleontologist, so the age of mammals is like,
the Eocenes,
that's all overburdened. Yeah.
And Cambria, and then.
And here's some of that Santa Cruz. Very cool. Is that biogenic?
That is biogenic. That is growing clams.
That is really neat.
Yeah.
You don't think of a clam digging a burrow, or a lot of people maybe don't, but they're prolific burrowers.
Yeah. Prolific burrowers. This was, I'm not sure where we collected this from. We have some rocks here that came.
Yeah, some bivalve fossils on there.
This one. This was the Monterey Bay diatoms.
Yeah.
So
we're well familiar with diatoms. There's a diatom's attack.
Yeah.
He's a diatom microorganism.
These are, let me see, I'll try not to move around so fast. I'm looking for a copepod.
Oh yeah, okay.
So which we're seeing the coiled. Let me see if I can get this up here for you. I'm having a really. Okay, let's see. Let me get this in the field of view. That's a bubble. On land are trees.
Sure. Other photosynthetic organisms.
Photosynthetic. And in the ocean creates more than 50% of the oxygen on Earth.
Right.
All of them are single-celled. There's a variety of plankton. Have a lot of what we call pinnate diatoms. They're long and skinny.
Okay.
In the wintertime, we have a lot of centric diatoms. Not always, though. Monitor what is in the water at different times of year.
Right.
And doing that really gives us a sense of productivity. What that means is that cold nutrient waters, whether they come up from the deep submarine canyon,
right, this upwelling like we were talking about,
or they come from the north and south. Right? Have you been talking about upwelling?
A little bit, yeah. Upwell Turtles is the name of the conservation organization with George Schillinger. Yeah, we're starting to get a little bit involved with Upwell, and I like to explain the name to new folks. So yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, that is a result of what we have is what's called the California current that runs
Right.
all the way from the north of the west coast
Right.
and all the way down. And that changes. It can sometimes divide and be very warm at the surface and cooler deep. Sometimes it can be just a pretty uniform temperature. And in the case of Monterey Bay, we get upwelling,
Right.
cold, rich, nutrient waters that come from the north and the south and from the deep. And
Gotcha.
when that gets upwelled, and upwelling is a whole that happens where water gets pushed offshore, the surface waters and the cold, rich nutrient waters come up. It's like fertilizing your garden with nitrates and phosphates, and you just get this explosion. So certain times a year, you actually will get blooms of plankton. And plankton can be, they call them red tides.
Right, yeah.
But they're not always red.
Yeah.
But if that plankton upwells, you then get the copepods, which are little shrimp, and other organisms, small fish, come in, and then the small fish bring in the bigger fish,
Right.
and then the bigger fish bring in the marine mammals, and we're going to look at the migration of these organisms.
Very cool.
Oxygen on Earth that's created in the ocean is also some of the oxygen that we breathe.
Right.
So you hear in the media or commonplace, for every breath we take, that oxygen has come from the ocean.
Right.
No, I don't know if it's that balanced, but you can just we're reliant on the ocean for our oxygen.
Right.
And so protecting our water quality, just the organisms that are there, plus the diversity. So we do have areas that have gotten warmer in the ocean, and the ocean is really our heartbeat. It pulls down all this carbon, and those animals that I was studying in the middle, they were sucking down. They love eating marine snow.
Right.
And they just are packaging up that carbon and sending it down to the bottom of the ocean. Critical. And this is happening in all of the ocean.
Right. Yeah. And it's something that I think a lot of people never really stop to think about. So it's really cool that we can discuss this here,
Yeah.
I hope you're appreciating this, everybody at home. Yeah.
You know what people ask me? They're like, am I gulping that when I'm surfing and when I'm swimming in the ocean? And I said, yeah, are you? And so someone, I think it was on Facebook, said to me, is this protein? Is this good for you? Because some plankton is toxic.
Sure. Yeah.
And it can, what happens is that plankton that's toxic, when it blooms in high numbers, will get absorbed by, it'll get filter fed by, say, a mussel or a clam.
Yeah.
So there are certain times a year you should always check when you can go and eat shellfish.
Because they're just bioaccumulating that. They're concentrating it in their bodies.
As it moves up, right? And it gets to a whale that's eating krill.
Right.
Or even fish will accumulate any chemicals over time.
Right. Yeah.
So the plankton is, as an invertebrate biologist and as someone who, I'm not doing it justice here, but it's amazing the diversity of plankton.
Yeah, it truly
art,
is.
It's art in nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were saying earlier that you know personally Pacific Plankton.
Yes.
Here on Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah, Janai, I saw.
Exactly, yeah.
I know Janai.
She's awesome. Let's get a shout out for Pacific Plankton in the chat so people can go follow her too. But she's awesome. Yeah.
Yes. Janai is amazing. She does some work for us up at Greater Fairlawns National
Right, yeah.
Sanctuary.
Up in San Francisco, right?
She's been very helpful. She helped me identify a handheld microscope. So one of my goals in life is to take my compact microscope and my plankton net and go everywhere in the world and collect.
Nice.
Maybe
Tiny little
there's
crustacean
another
there.
that might be a little
Nice.
Novel? Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're getting a little action here.
You're famous, little copepod.
They can be. We have a protocol because we actually put this information into a NOAA database.
Oh, very cool. So you're doing some actual science here. This isn't just for demonstration purposes. Like you're gathering real data here too.
Not.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cool.
So that's really cool.
Awesome. Wow, I really. It's very special.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have to do that, so thank you.
No,
Yeah.
no problem. Talk turtle.
Let's talk.
We had high hopes, both of us, to highlight so much about the turtle.
Oh,
and you're
this is
in
so cool.
Spanish right now.
Okay.
Which is great.
My Spanish is not as good as it used to be, though.
You don't need to know, but and it's all right if you're in Spanish. It's pretty intuitive. Just
Sure.
click on the trackpad.
I got click para jugar, so click to play. Okay.
Now you're going to try to eat jellies.
Oh, and try and...
Because as you know from Scott Benson's work,
Uh-oh. In a plastic bag, yeah.
turtles often will mistake plastic bags in the ocean as jellies. They're primary food source.
Right.
Those leatherbacks are coming. You just sweep back and forth.
Okay.
There, good job.
All right.
They will travel 7,000 miles
Right. All the way
to
across
the
the
coast
Pacific.
of California,
Yeah.
just to eat jellyfish. You still got to get full, and
It's not quite as responsive as those.
people don't.
It says connection lost. Oh, you're just better at this than I am.
Well, I don't know if I'm better, but we made it just challenging enough.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, now you have to get.
Okay.
I mentioned that the turtles go from off the coast of California all the way to Papua Barat, Indonesia.
Right.
And that's where they nest. So now you have to get.
Oh,
go
boy.
ahead and click. You have to get, and of course, the populations of leatherback turtles haven't been doing so well
Right.
in Monterey, in the Pacific Ocean. And as a result, they have a lot of challenges, whether it be predation, like a shark, or it be a container ship.
Right.
But the good news is these turtles, good job. It's saying that they made it to Papua Barat, Indonesia, and they lay on average 1,000 eggs.
Right. Yeah.
And
During
I
the whole
think there's
nesting
like
season.
a
Yeah.
10% mortality. I mean, there's like a 90% mortality. Like, of that entire 1,000 eggs,
Right. Only a few will
100
actually
will
hatch.
actually survive.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you made it. Good job.
Excellent. All right.
And
See the
yeah.
babies there on the shore? Very cool.
So this was one of the first exhibits that we designed, and I was really fortunate because I got to work with not only Scott, but I got to work with gamers, and they were kind to put up with us scientists, saying we can fail, and there's been researchers that actually know how long it takes for whales to biodegrade, and what organisms will populate these whales. And there are things like this squat lobster. See this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, we lost. We created this one for people to understand that on a dead whale, which somewhere I remember
Cephalian, I think?
Yeah.
Chimeras?
the chimera, yeah.
Very cool.
Chimera considered cartilaginous.
Yep.
Considered a but one of the ones that's so intriguing is this.
The bone-eating worms,
The-
right?
bone-eating worms.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, who would have thought that this worm, no eyes, no gut, no nothing, actually anchors and gets all its nutrition.
Right. These animals are big, and I've been talking about that for months now on stream. Seeing one in person, even just a cast, is it's amazing. Here it is right here. And I hope we're really getting the scale of it across in the camera. This is one of these phases, so it's not always the best for that kind of thing, but look at that. I mean, holy cow. And yeah, it's astonishing. That carapace has got to be, what, more than 5, maybe 6 feet long? Like, that's nuts.
So on this turtle, while it's not a taxidermy, it's not a real turtle, it's a cast of a leatherback turtle that washed up in Santa Cruz.
Okay.
And we still haven't been able to determine, we think it was in the 60s or 70s.
Interesting.
And it washed up supposedly over by the Crow's Nest, the harbor.
Okay, yeah.
And one of our volunteers came running over to me in 2012 and said, Lisa, there's a turtle in the office of the director at the Santa Cruz Natural History Museum.
Okay, yeah.
And it's sitting on its head, and he doesn't want it. So I, of course, called up immediately the director there, and I said, hey, I hear you have a turtle standing on its head in your office. And he said, come on over and look at it. This thing was painted like it was an amusement ride painting. It was pink and kind of, and it had a big gouge out of its pectoral fin and a big, I think part of the fin, the rear hind fin was broken. But the coloration, I don't even know if I have pictures of it, was just more like you'd see at an amusement ride. It was not
very garish. Yeah.
True to the color, very garish.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. So we put the turtle on the top of my car and we drove it across town. So here's this leather.
Is this your Prius?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a Prius at that time. It was a Volvo.
Okay, yeah.
And we drove it across town, and here it was driving to the Exploration Center. It was only about 3 miles.
Were people honking at you and stuff?
I don't know.
I'm sure you got a lot of weird looks. Yeah.
I immediately called up a surfboard shaper.
Ah, yeah.
And he repaired this thing, was in bad shape. And then we have these wonderful murals that you're looking around. You'll see up the stairway. I don't know if you can see it here.
The sardines there and a pressure shark.
Bruce Harmon is the artist. He's a local artist.
Okay.
And he went surfboard shaper, put fiberglass in and fixed the cracks. And Bruce painted it to look more accurate.
It's gorgeous. He did a brilliant job.
And this is a small...
Which is...
It's a male, and he said, it could have been a juvenile, older juvenile, and they took it up to Cal Academy, 2 casts. So if you go up,
I'm pretty sure it's up on the wall. I know I've seen it before. I don't think they would have taken it down. So yeah, we'll see if we can visit and do a live impression for.
You notice that?
Yeah. There it is right there, kind of under his left shoulder. I see what Scott was saying, too, about it not being full grown. I have a cast of leatherback skull at home, and just trying to place that on here. That skull
It's small.
It's bigger than the head is here.
Yeah.
So, oh, man.
Well, they can get up to 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, truly impressive. World's largest turtle.
The other thing to know about these leatherbacks is that they are the California State Marine. And Leatherback Day happens October 15th every year.
Yep.
And we celebrated with a bunch of scientists, and we have a movie that we can show you here.
Oh,
later.
very cool.
You can come see on leatherbacks. As a group of we say that 4 turtles come to Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. That is usually wayward turtles.
Oh, you're saying 4 different
greens.
species?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the leatherbacks are the ones that truly come back.
Right. This is a
every
destination
year.
for them.
The
Yeah.
greens and
Yeah.
the loggerheads and the ridleys are.
They might get swept in if it's an El Nino year or something like that.
Right.
Maybe if it's warmer water.
So-
But these guys, they're adapted to do this.
But most people will never see a leatherback in their lifetime.
Right, yeah.
So here at the Exploration Center, we really highlighted this organism because it is something that you might not see.
Right.
I have not ever seen a live leatherback, and I just hope someday I will.
Right, yeah. I'm really hoping to this year. We're getting involved with some stuff in Florida, hopefully. And we interviewed Jeanette Weineken 2 days ago. So that was really awesome. Did that via Zoom, obviously. It'd be cool to be able to go visit her facility. I hope you get a chance to visit sometime too, because that's...
Which one is it?
So this is at Goomba Limbo near Boca Raton in Florida, but they'll have a bunch of leatherback hatchlings in their facility from like May through August or something like that. Because they're studying how they locomote and their metabolism, but mostly studying the sex ratio, like how many males versus females, because that's a big issue.
They're
Not very many males.
They're fascinating
Yeah.
animals,
But
and
just
of course
incredible.
they've been around since
The Cretaceous period,
the Cretaceous period.
Yeah.
So they've outlived, kind of like salmon. They're some of the salmon are the most enduring fishes, as is the longest living marine reptile
Yeah. Just
on Earth.
astonishing.
Yeah.
Don't let me
And
forget, I've
the
got some leatherback
largest.
stickers that I'd love to give you if you want them afterward. But yeah.
And I think this is also the largest bull. It's kind of rivaled by an alligator crocodile.
Yeah, there's a few species
But-
of crocodilian that can get bigger, but I think these typically they reach larger sizes.
Just
But those other ones,
girth
it's kind of an exception.
alone,
Yeah,
they're
just
the
amazing. Yeah, incredibly cool. I'm
And
so
if
glad
you
I got to
come
see
right
this.
around the corner here,
Yeah.
we can size you up
Oh,
to a leatherback.
I didn't even see this yet. Oh, this is cool. Smaller than a leatherback. Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah, this artwork was done by Kirsten Carlson, another
Nice.
artist.
Start doing this too. Although, honestly, we picked the best one, so that might be a little discouraging. But, there's other cool marine reptiles that other states could choose. But for sure.
And things again with this productivity we have here in Monterey Bay, we have year-round migration. And we've been here for over 30 years, watching the comeback, if you will, or of many of these marine mammals to Monterey Bay. It was not so long ago that you had to really go out and search. Like if a blue whale was out there, that was a rare occurrence.
Right.
We're now regularly seeing blue whales habitat again, and you can see here this list of marine mammals and sea otters that come to Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary, and kind of a count. What came from this was this exhibit, and it's a lot to do. I think the numbers have increased.
Okay.
In terms of just the juveniles that historically were down south. And in 2014, there was a shift, and we see right here off of Capitola, we actually see juvenile white sharks that
Wow.
there were 60 of them counted last year, and also off of Marina. And if you're interested, their website, all this data here from the Tagging Top program.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
And you can see what they're calling Shark Cafe. They aggregate, they are congregate.
Yeah.
And then, of
That's
course,
so cool.
Humpback whales, I have to tell you, have now.
Yeah.
This it's pretty accurate, but we've been having orcas, we've been having humpbacks, we are currently having gray whales, we have been having Risso's dolphins, we've been having bottlenose dolphins right offshore the
Very cool.
You can see here.
So that one found in there for the humpback whale, that should be marked, right? Spotted recently?
Oh, I think, yeah, there's, oh, well, yeah, they are still seeing them. I don't know if this is updated. That's a good question.
On that same trip out to the Farallones, they were just everywhere, and they were hanging out right underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, too. Yeah, they got pretty close to the boat.
Yeah, and you can see that the humpback here, most of them, the Hawaii and then if you
getting in a spot like maybe put a speed limit sign there, so to speak.
or they are opting to slow down,
right?
Because there's whales in the way.
Yeah. So providing that crucial.
And there are companies that you can choose to shop with that are actually container companies that have made a choice to be sustainable. And it's a really great program where commerce has intersected with our resource protection issues.
Shoot.
And here at the Exploration Center, and one of the things we want people to do is listen. And you can listen underwater to different
listening room. Yeah.
There
Very
is
cool.
real time where you can listen to the sounds, and sometimes the humpbacks are just
very cool. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and listen to something. Would you like to push a button?
That sounds great. Yeah, let's try this one here up on the coast. What's this? Try this one this one a little closer to shore. Look at this. It's kind of a mechanical sound almost. A sperm whale, okay.
Like bats, sperm whales use echolocation to hunt for food. Their regular steady clicks bounce off objects to reveal prey in a dark ocean.
Very cool. That's so neat. Here, I'll try this one. Oh, is this a humpback whale, maybe? Yeah.
Male humpback whales vocalize in instruments called songs that can last more than 30 minutes.
Very cool. Let's see. Any particular favorites here?
And, like dolphins, they use echolocation to hunt prey.
Very cool, yeah. Oh, they definitely can.
Miles, these calls are hard for us to hear, so we sped them up.
Interesting, okay. My chest. That's got to be a blue whale. So cool.
Blue whales, the largest animals to have ever lived on Earth, make these D calls when they come up from a feeding dive.
Interesting. Do we know what they're doing there? Like history.
They're feeding. They were saying this particular one was feeding. So they have.
So they're announcing that they're done and they're coming up to the surface, or is...
I don't know. When I was
cool.
with
Yeah.
the feeding whales, and they were bubble
neat.
netting,
Uh-huh.
and they came up, and they were all 22 whales bubble netting, and interesting. I've never heard this, but they actually honk. There were two of the like a lot here. It hasn't broken.
Right.
And like a sugar pop.
Okay.
Kind of like a ugly thing, and and as we got better, our fabricators, after multiple iterations, exhibit design is all about iterations.
Yep, just like streaming. Yeah.
Just like streaming. And
yeah, they do get bigger than that.
probably
Yeah.
800 pounds. Molas get up to 5,000 pounds.
Enormous. They're the largest, I think, bony fish in the world nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they're I don't know why. You know, the sea lions, they usually have dinner plate size ones that they're flinging.
Yeah.
But they're quite special. So, you know, we as humans have this incredible habitat. And there's a bunch of invertebrates in here. A miner at Stanford.
Oh, neat.
He had a great Spanish accent.
Barnacles stand on their heads and eat with their feet.
Los pájaros se paran de cabeza y comen con sus pies.
Very cool, yeah. A lot of people don't look at this video a few weeks ago, I think.
Okay.
On some good stuff.
I have a turtle video, a fun turtle video I can direct you to, and you can direct your folks to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I encourage you to have a suite of really incredible videos, movies that we've made. It was my first time being involved in making a movie, and we have a movie called One Breath.
Okay.
It's on YouTube. And it's just terrific. You can, it really gives you a sense and highlights what I call the intangibles. To engage, to get people to really appreciate and respect everything that we have here. If you do that, they'll protect it.
Right, yeah.
And I take it one step further. We really want people to, you know, not just protect it, but know what they can do, what kind of they take as a human living in amongst these other animals.
It really is, yeah.
So we have a nice set of things here. We also do school programs here.
Very cool. So tons of field trips coming through all the time, I would imagine.
We have field trips, but we have areas where we have programming, and they wharf, and they go to the beach, and they have programs. They do scavenger hunts in the exploration center. So it's a great place to bring your schools.
Very cool, yeah. If anybody's local to this area who's watching right now, make sure you come here and visit.
Yeah.
Really neat. And I love that too, because at least a few of those kids who are coming through on field trips or going to programs here, they will grow up to be marine or conservationists, or that kind of outreach early on can be so incredibly important. So it's so cool that you're doing this.
Yeah.
Sanctuary Exploration Center.
There we go. Do resource protection.
Right.
And we bring all three of those components together to do ecosystem-based management. So I've said this at the beginning, but we don't just protect one species, we're protecting an entire ecosystem. And throw the human interactions into it.
Right.
We have to take everything into consideration in terms of humans in terms of a kelp forest. I don't know if you know, recently kelp forests, certainly on the north coast, have been really impacted. And then we've had very patchy sort of kelp forest demise in the central California area.
Right, yeah.
And so there's a lot of research now. It's one of our primary resource protection issues that we're trying to address. And we have to look at forests are most important sciences.
Right.
You've got a multitude of organizations doing every aspect of research on kelp. And it's only with that science that we can make adjustments in what we do, or regulations, or just the designation of state marine protected areas along this coast have had a huge impact. That was a really thoughtful, science-based process. As our sanctuaries.
Right.
So we're very fortunate here in California to have this
We absolutely are, yeah.
level of protected area protection.
It's like when I was talking with Scott, you know, the Pacific population of leatherbacks, the eastern Pacific population, has been declining at like 5% per year, but he says the place to be a leatherback turtle is right here off the coast of California. And that's in large part thanks to your work at the sanctuary, and that's something to be... Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
But Monterey Sanctuary is a big place.
Yeah.
It's 6,000 square miles of protected, federally protected area. And that's a lot of ocean if you turn it on its side and look deep. But this center is an effort for us to take people underwater, share these stories with you, so that you can understand better why it's important to protect it.
Right. Very cool.
Yeah.
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 Awesome. Well, should we go ahead and wrap up? Yeah. And I'm glad our signal held right there too. That's why I was
Did it
checking this.
hold?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I really appreciate your time. Maybe we'll wrap up by the turtle to grand finale.
Or the jellies. Yeah.
Or the jellies, yeah. I didn't have a chance to show.
Dropped in and they said, "We have art and we want to put our art in your beautiful building." Serendipitously.
I mean, that's kind of, yeah, it fits in with the theme here at the sanctuary. Creatures are interconnected with each other in food webs, and you know, they're all sharing the same habitat here. What affects one affects many of the others. I love that that's a message that you're really getting across here to the public. Be able to do that geographically. Again, there is the pier right up there. There's the Pacific Ocean, just here in the heart of Santa Cruz. What a magical place, you know? This is pretty darn special, Lisa, and I really appreciate you taking the time to... Real privilege. So,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you. Let me shake your hand.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Come and visit us
Absolutely.
here in Santa Cruz at the Exploration Center. It's a pretty special place as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa. I'll go out there on the balcony and I'll sign off and I'll end the stream, but...
Talk to you soon.
Yeah. All right. Holy cow, chat. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. What an incredibly special place, and what a privilege to be able to come here and we'll take a VIP tour like this. Again, I hope you will come visit the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary Exploration Center right here in Santa Cruz. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Well, we are going to see who else is on Twitch right now. Maybe we can raid into somebody else who's doing some science. So our science will continue here. There we go. Bear with me for a second as we... Oh, I'm really backlit there, huh? All right. Well, help me out. Maybe Claire or somebody. Is there anybody else who is streaming some science right now whom we could raid into? Let me know. Who else have we got? Here, maybe we'll actually go walk over by the leatherback here, and that's where we'll do a right in front of the leatherback. Hoot House and Paleo Stream. Let's see. Let's go right into Hoot House, I think. Yeah, here's what I'll do. I'll put the starting soon screen back up in a minute, and then Claire, if you could raid us out to Hoot House, that would be spectacular. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Really appreciate your time and your attention and your enthusiasm. I really hope you get a chance to come visit here. And again, check out the link, the !EC, if you want to plan a trip or donate, or check out the gift shop too, which is really, really cool. I managed to snag some leatherback merch. I'll show you that on our next stream, which might be tomorrow. I'm going to be taking a train out to Denver, Colorado, and I'll see if maybe we can do a stream from the train. We'll see if that works. We'll wrap up. I hope to see you all soon. Let's see. Open up that, and all right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.